Rejuvenate, restore, refresh, and heal. At Fantuzzo Acupuncture, we seek to help achieve effective health and wellness in an elegant spa-like atmosphere. Fantuzzo Acupuncture specializes in traditional acupuncture, cosmetic anti-aging acupuncture, acupressure, cupping, CBD topical creams, and more. Approach healthcare holistically. Visit FantuzzoAcupuncture.com to book online today. FantuzzoAcupuncture.com.
From attic to basement, we're here for you. It's quality service in all we do. Call Taylor. 500 help.
Yeah, Taylor, 500 help. Tired of being sticky? Tired of being sweaty? I get it. Call them. 500 help. Nobody wants to be sticky and sweaty. Well, you know. So call Taylor for everything they have to offer: air conditioning, heating, plumbing, home energy, comprehensive maintenance plans. Of course, they have financing. Jerry will set you up, make sure you are good to go on all your heating and air conditioning needs. And if you have plumbing problems, they'll help you too. With Bradford White water heaters, you can get a free diagnostic fee. You can get a free diagnostic and the no fees and no emergency repair with overtime charges on that. So that is a great deal. And if you need your ducts cleaned because your allergies are bugging you, it is Taylor. 500 help. So make sure you call them. You want your lawn to look amazing? Precision Lawn and Garden, 195 North Avenue in Webster, open weekdays 8 to 5, Saturday 9 to noon. Precision Lawn and Garden has been providing Rochester and the surrounding areas great professional sales, service, and parts since 1969. If you want that Mac Daddy of on lawnmowers, they have it. Justin and Kimberly will set you up. Precision Lawn and Garden for all your mowing needs, for all your chainsaw needs, your blowers. They have it. Go check them out and say hi. And also, you want your driveway sealed. Of course you do, because you've been putting it off all summer. And here we are. Summer's halfway through, right? Express Sealers, because nothing makes your curb appeal look nicer than a freshly sealed driveway. Call Express Sealers, not a fly-by-night company, not one of those door knocker sealing companies. They protect your investment with power-trimmed edges. They treat grease spots, and they use thick, professional, hand-applied commercial-grade seal coat. You're going to love it. Call Express Sealers, 645-2010. That's 645-2010.
Live from the We the People broadcast studios in cloudy 68-degree Irondequoit.
Sticky.
Here is coming in hot, Kimberly Ray.
Freaking traffic on Dewey. Hi. Happy Monday. Traffic. Pisses me off that people can't drive. You know why people can't drive? I'm just going to go on a rant here. People can't drive because they're doing this, because they got to be in their car and they're doing this, and all of a sudden they look at bang.
COVID was way better.
You've just rear-ended the three people in front of you because whatever you're looking at, porn on your cell phone, you can't wait till you get home to, whatever you do.
Or Facebook Live.
Facebook Live. I was not moving. And I was watching the person in front of me, as a matter of fact. But everywhere I look, you guys, people are this. They're like, I can't believe it. I just can't do it. And I'm like, put the fucking phone down for a second. I mean, who's watching and talking to your kids and your pets? You're so busy on the fucking phone that nobody is paying attention to anything. You know why? Because it's just, oh man, I gotta look at Twitter. I gotta look at that last, someone was all over Twitter. So what? It can wait.
It can wait.
What the fuck did we ever do without cell phones? Grr! And that's what was causing the Dewey Avenue. I hate to be late. I left the house at 1:25. 1:25. I left the house. Gives me plenty of time, with plenty of time to spare, to sit and chat with you, pretty girl.
Sure. So how long do you want your detention to be, Kimberly?
God damn it. It pisses me off when I'm late. And then I get more irritated. And Tom was like, well, why don't you do a Facebook Live and let everyone know you're late?
Right.
Well, why don't I just do a Facebook Live and let everyone know I'm late? Why don't I just do that? Because I'm a loser, because the person in front of me can't fucking drive without their damn phone in front of their face. Hi.
Two things.
Oh.
One.
Woo.
Shit was a lot easier when we were locked down under COVID.
Hi, Austin.
Nobody was around. You could do anything you wanted.
Damn. No, true. But now people are out driving around like they haven't got a freaking brain in their head. I mean, I'm afraid to walk across my street because half of the people I see in my neighborhood, and some of them know who they are, they're like this going down. There are kids in the freaking street, y'all. You know what I mean? You're going to hit one of them. Especially because some of them are stupid and drive around on their little golf carts and don't
They just
pay any
need more
attention.
practice, Kimberly. That's
God.
all. You need more practice.
Good
Texting
job.
and driving is an art.
I speak very clearly when I'm pissed. I enunciate very well. It's something I've been doing since high school. I've always been good at public speaking. That's one thing I do excel at. Everybody may not like what I have to say. I don't give a rat's ass whether they do the majority of the time, which is why I'm here today with just Tom.
I am here on time as usual.
I know. I'm so sorry. Hi, Austin.
Austin is here as well.
Hello.
What's
On
happening?
time as usual.
What's happening? I don't like the yelly Kimberly. She's scary.
Yeah. Loud
Kimberly's
noises.
scary. If you can just imagine,
Every day.
I did one time, maybe perhaps go off on a producer just like that when the mics might not have been on. I'm not going to say what producer it was. Might have been Fat Pat. I don't know. I don't know. Happy
The sun
Halloween.
will come up tomorrow.
Yeah, so I'm
Yes.
here. Happy Monday. Thanks
All
to all of
right.
our sponsors who love us and appreciate the freedom to vent if you've got to, right?
Yeah,
There's-
let them have it.
There are advertisers in this area and in this country that appreciate the right to say people are fucking stupid with their phones and accidents are happening because people are stupid and can't put the phone down for a second. I mean, honestly, that I would guesstimate, and I'm not one of these. I don't have any statistics to back up my claim, but I would say that 98%
Wow.
of the accidents are probably caused by some asshat on their freaking cell phone, not freaking paying attention. Not paying attention.
Well,
I've seen it with my own eyes.
Not paying attention
Because
is
they're on their cell
probably
phone.
the answer.
Because
but
they got to see that, oh, God, did you see who tweeted what? And now so-and-so is tweeting back.
sometimes when you're driving, you get from Rochester to Chila, you don't know how the hell you got there. You know, things happen.
Add alcohol. You don't want me to add alcohol to any of my rants, right? And for another thing, how's that socialism working out? How's that communism working out in Cuba?
It's working out great.
Why don't we ask AOC and the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse she runs with, and maybe Bernie Sanders, and maybe Mary Lupian, and Rachel Barnyard. Let's ask them how socialism is working out for the Cubans.
They just didn't do it right, Kimberly. We will do it right.
Let's find out how that socialism is, the greatest thing of all, the best thing since sliced bread.
Utopia.
Yes, it certainly is utopia, isn't it?
Sure.
If it's so great in Cuba, why are they marching in the streets holding up the United States of America flag?
Yeah, they just want a McDonald's.
Because we're such a racist piece of shit country that everyone is dying to get here. They're swimming the freaking 90 miles from Cuba to get here, or they're crossing the Rio Grande when they're weighted down with babies and backpacks. Because we're such a racist piece of shit country. That's why people can't wait to get in, right? They're
Right.
fantastic. Well, hey, it's a horrible country. We're awful people. Systemic racism. We hate all people of any different color other than white, right? That's what they would have us believe. And then we took a look at the countries like Mexico and Venezuela and Cuba, right? They must hate us because they're all dying to get into the country, right? I'm just saying. Do we have, what?
Are you done?
Oh, no, I'm far from done today.
All right.
I am far from
Too
done.
bad I didn't bring my sunglasses.
So do we have the pictures of Cuba?
All right. Yes.
What's that Cuban carrying in downtown Havana?
A flag.
Is that a flag?
It is.
Is that the Cuban flag?
No.
Is that the Puerto Rican flag?
No.
It is not the Puerto Rican flag. Do you like my
Yes.
all the R's, right?
Very sexy.
Is that a Canadian flag? I do love the
No.
maple leaf.
Yes.
They're very nice in Canada.
Right.
Right? No, it's not a Russian flag, is it? No, it is not. It's the United States of America flag. And you know why they're carrying it? Because we have a history of everything that is right in the world, right? We are the leader of the free world.
Well, we used to be.
We are. There are people that appreciate the United States for what everyone else would rather have you look and not see. right? They want to it's called brainwashing. It's what cults do. That's what the Democratic Party is. It's one big, giant, freaking cult. That's what it is. They want you to believe that everyone except for people of their ilk are horrible, awful, racist, tyrannical people. It's just not true. But that's how cults get you. And then they mind fuck you, right? That is what they do. They psychologize you and tell you that your family's bad and this is bad and that is bad. And that's what Democrats do to the United States of America people. They want you to believe that we're all bad. Oh, you don't wear a mask, you're a bad person. Oh, you don't want to get the shot, you're a bad person. You want to make everyone sick, you're causing people to die. See, that's what they do. It's right.
Right. So you're a bad person, Kimberly?
I'm a bad person on all those levels. I'm a horrible person who wants people to die, and apparently I'm racist.
Gonna push Granny off the cliff?
Right? Here's what makes me crazy about the state of New York. Because not only do we have the Cuba thing happening today, and we obviously see what's happening in these socialist communist countries, right?
Right.
The people are starving. They're mistreated. They're horribly abused. They have no way to make living wages. Everyone makes the same wage because everyone's the same. Not everyone is the same, nor does everyone have the same talent level, right?
Right.
And people of talent and education and mental capability that's higher than the other should be compensated fairly for that.
Correct.
Right? If I'm smarter than you and I do my job better than you, I get better pay than you.
Of course you're smarter than me.
That's the American way. That is the American way. Right?
You said something about New York State.
But New York State.
So King Andy's going to get a little of this rant?
Well,
you're going to give it to him?
No. I'm going to go after Mr. Harry Bronson.
Oh.
And his ilk.
All right. Go get him.
I like that word today. Do we have another picture of Cuba, by the way? Do we have a video? Right. I don't hear them chanting, F the police, right? I don't hear them chanting F the police and whatever their chant was. I forget. It would be I don't even know. Doesn't even matter. No. They're marching peacefully. They're not throwing rocks and bottles at police officers. They're getting their point heard in a communist, socialist, backwards country that Cuba is. I mean, here we are, and you tried to save them back in the day and it didn't work out so good for us.
Yeah.
Kind of backfired,
if
you know your history, right? Harry was just speaking to the LGBT political activists. Well, Harry can speak all he wants, but here is what socialists want to do. They want to control you, right? They want to control your mind. They want to control, where you work and how much money you can make. And they want to control how many kids you can have. And they want to control where you can eat, apparently, because, in a capitalist society, restaurants that are successful can come in, make a bid to, put a location somewhere and have people come in and eat and make a profit and make a living out of a business, right? Chick-fil-A. I don't have a thing against Chick-fil-A. You know why? I like their chicken sandwiches.
Yeah.
I don't politicize my food. If I don't like a restaurant because for some reason or another, I just choose to not go, right?
Right.
But no, there are legislators in the state of New York, including one from here in Rochester, New York, that wants Chick-fil-A to not even be in the running to be a restaurant for options along the thruway stops on the New York State Thruway. I think Chick-fil-A wanted to be one of those restaurants that could build in, parts of the thruway where they're rebuilding the thruway rest stops. And can I just say, the thruway rest stops in the state of New York are shameful. Dirty.
You don't like Jolly Rogers?
I mean, honestly. The Tim Hortons rarely has anything but like two different styles of donuts, right? It's awful.
Mm-hmm.
The thruway stops are terrible. And there are 4 state lawmakers who want Chick-fil-A scrapped as a restaurant option. You know why? because of its history of donations to anti-LGBTQ organizations. So if you don't like them because of that, just don't go get a chicken sandwich.
See, you got this all wrong, Kimberly. You know the reason they don't want Chick-fil-A?
I probably
is because the line for the drive-through will be so long, it'll back down the throughway, and there'll be accidents everywhere.
But that's just that there are no drive-throughs on the throughway, right? You got to park
McDonald's.
your ass, and you got to get out and walk because we're all fat asses and want those waffle fries, right?
They're great.
God forbid we have to get out of our car and walk in, but for Chick-fil-A, we will.
Yeah,
we will, because there are no. I don't think there are any drive-throughs at any of the restaurants and the gas stations along the thruway, right?
McDonald's has them.
Where?
There's one at
because there's that one you actually have to physically walk across. That you get to walk across the thruway.
that one's up on the island down Fredonia area.
Yeah. Right? You have to walk across.
Right.
You can't pull in anywhere.
Well, that station works both east and westbound.
A lot of them you can't even pull in. So here's the thing. Here's what Democrats want to do now. They want to control where you can eat. They want to control. And, my thought is they really kind of threw a fit about having Hobby Lobby in the city of Rochester. They just built a new giant Hobby Lobby. And ladies, I am dying to go. They have built a new giant Hobby Lobby in Henrietta.
Right.
I've not been able to get there. Does Lori love her some Hobby Lobby?
She does. It's right next to Chick-fil-A in Henrietta.
What? They're not open on Sundays. They have the same religious mentality as Chick-fil-A. Do I care? No. If I didn't like whatever their religious background was or whatever they supported, I just wouldn't shop there.
Correct.
Right?
Turn the channel.
I, as an American, should get that option. But no. Harry Bronson, legislator of Rochester, wants to make that decision for you. He believes that you're not smart enough to make that decision on where to eat. So by God, he's going to tell you that you can't stop on the thruway, and that anybody coming down, the thruway in New York State from Massachusetts or Virginia or North Carolina or South Carolina, you can't eat there too, because we know what's best for you. We know what's best for you.
Kimberly, I think you got this all wrong again. Reason number 2.
Really?
Chick-fil-A is privately owned, right?
Austin, I'm wrong again.
Chick-fil-A is privately owned, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so there's no Democrat donors to be able to stuff their pockets with cash that own all the other places that want throughway stops. It's all about pocket money.
It's all about money, right? How have we said? Follow the money.
Right. Follow the money. They can't pay Chick-fil-A off.
Isn't that sad that that's where we are?
Yeah, they need donations. 4
legislators.
I guarantee you, if somebody gives Harry Bronson $100,000, he'll okay a Chick-fil-A there.
He will be shoving waffle fries in his mouth like it is the second coming.
Right.
I shit you not. I can say a few things, but I won't, because that would be rude. And I don't care about Harry Bronson's sexuality. Doesn't matter to me. But why are you trying to tell me where I can eat on the thruway, Harry? It is none of your business where I can eat. And you know what? You should provide options to your people, right? Your community. Because right now on the New York State thruway of the great state of New York, we should have some pretty damn good options to be able to run in and get a sandwich or a cup of coffee that's halfway decent. And right now we got bubkas. Nothing is good on the thruway. And I've been on the thruway recently. I just had to take Lois to Batavia. We went to Batavia Downs. So she got to gamble a little bit.
There's no throughway stop between Rochester and Batavia.
There's really not. But you see the signs for them that are coming up.
Yes.
You see the signs.
Yes.
I think the next one past Batavia
past Darien Lake
is they got a Tim Hortons there, and I think that's it, right?
The one that's almost to Buffalo?
Yeah. Because that's the one we stop and pee at. Generally, that's our first pee stop.
Right.
If we leave early in the morning for South Carolina, I can only make it down to almost to Buffalo. Right. And I have to go to the bathroom. But anyway, I'm dying over the waffle fries in Harry's mouth. Yeah.
I
didn't mean that as a sexual. I'm just saying, hey. But you're right. If someone gave Harry Bronson $100,000,
he'd be all in for Chick-fil-A.
He'd be all in on Chick-fil-A. And again, my comment of him shoveling waffle fries in his mouth like it's the second coming was not a sexual comment. I also shove waffle fries in my mouth like it's the second coming. But nonetheless, I'm not going to apologize for that because it is what it is. But Assembly members Harry Bronson of Rochester, Deborah Gluck, she's obviously a, Gluck, and Daniel O'Donnell of Manhattan, along with Assembly member Linda Rosenthal of Manhattan, penned a letter.
Penned it?
Yes.
Like with pens?
Wrote a letter with a pen and paper and mailed it.
Calligraphy?
Snail mail to Thruway Authority leaders. Are there any Thruway Authority leaders still around? Maybe two?
Yeah.
Telling them that she was outraged that Chick-fil-A was one of the restaurants slated to occupy the new rest stops as part of a $300 million renovation beginning this month. In fact, they urged them to stop the move immediately. That New York State has long stood on the right side of history and supported the LGBTQ community. We all support the LGBTQ community. I support them. Love who you love. I don't care. I don't care. Love who you love. Marry who you love. If you find someone that is the same sex as you, but it is the greatest love of all, I'm cool with that. But don't tell me where I can eat on the Thruway. If Chick-fil-A wants to come in and put a halfway decent damn chicken food restaurant on, let them.
So you're telling me that all the shit that's happened, all the shit that's happened for the last 10 years, this has finally got you over the edge. The restaurant where you can eat.
No, sitting in traffic put me right over the edge.
So texting and driving.
There's a 570 miles worth of the New York State Thruway.
Right.
And there is crap at the rest stops currently. All right. You can get coffee at Tim Hortons, or you might be able to get McDonald's.
Yeah.
That's about it. That's it. Right?
Yeah. They're only 40 miles apart. So it's not like there's a whole lot of them.
Yeah. So Harry Bronson says Chick-fil-A doesn't share the same commitment to civil rights as New York State. How do you know that? Have you ever sat down with the founder of Chick-fil-A and asked him about his commitment to civil rights? He's able to choose the religion of his choice. That's his first, amendment right?
Mm-hmm.
He has the ability to follow whatever religious movement he wants. He can give money to whomever he wants. It's a free country. But the Democrats and the socialists don't want you to have those options. If they could have gotten rid of the Chick-fil-A coming into Rochester, we were like the last stand in America.
I know.
That did not have a Chick-fil-A.
We would drive like 4 or 5 hours to get to a Chick-fil-A. And the closest one was in Springfield.
Why do you think that is?
Massachusetts.
Why does any business want to come here when they have angry, hateful people and spiteful people that want to keep commerce from coming into the state, right? Hey, listen, I'm with you. We don't need any more fast food restaurants. I mean, have you seen the American public? We're all fat asses. And the ones that aren't fat asses, believe me, they're not eating at Chick-fil-A. I don't need any more waffle fries, but I want the option, if I want to get fatter, to go to Chick-fil-A, right?
You just call me fat?
It's my body, right? My body, my choice.
You can my be as body, fat
my
as you
choice. Want. My body. Oh, I see. My body, my choice only works one way. Okay. So it's not my body, my choice when it comes to, just stuffing my face with as many different, hamburgers or cheeseburgers or waffle fries, right?
So you don't get the fruit cup is
my
what you're
body,
saying,
my
Kimberly?
Choice. Listen, as long as everyone understands that things only flow one way in New York, I guess we can all be
all right.
Happy as a clam.
You know what I got out of this
whole We can all be happy
whole
as a clam.
You know what I got out of this whole conversation?
I have no idea.
You're not a side salad girl.
I do love me a side salad.
Oh, okay.
As I've told you before, I've always been a fat girl trying to get skinny. I've never been, the other way around. But I just, things like that just make me crazy.
Grind your gears.
Stop trying to brainwash every person in this state. For those of us that can see through it, we know what you are. We know what the Harry Bronsons of the world are. They want to control everything. They want to make New York State their own little Cuba or Venezuela. They want everyone on the social welfare, and they want to make sure that you don't have the ability or the brain function to be a better person and to be better for your family and to put you up a level before the last generation, right? We all want to do better than our last generation in our family, don't we?
Yeah, that's the whole goal.
You work to be better than the last generation. But Harry Bronson and his little cohorts there in the assembly don't even want to give you the option to eat at a Chick-fil-A because they don't like who Chick-fil-A gives their money to.
Look,
So they're going to cry.
look, it's political
They're going to
speak.
cry.
It's political speak. He's reaching out to his constituents. This is
Yeah.
just mumbo jumbo that all politicians do. Nothing to see here.
But it is. Because
Oh yeah, you're right.
the
But
squeaky wheel.
right, but
And
he's
believe
just
me,
reaching out to his people.
I've come up against the people
Yeah.
that Harry Bronson represents. And again, the loudest, they're small in mass, but they're
Mhm.
loud in
Sure.
voice.
Yeah.
Right. So again, I've never cared one way or another about who you love and who you don't
Yeah,
love.
I think most people feel that
and
way.
I have said that since I started talking on the radio. People want to say that I don't believe that. Well, that is absolutely not true. What I don't believe in are some of the policies that are different for LGBTQ than they are for the regular people. You know what? You got to be equal across the board, right? If you have health care for LGBTQ at a company, it can't be different for the other people in the company. And a lot of times you find that it is, and it's just not right. So figure it out. It can't be both ways.
Just keep it fair.
Keep it fair, right?
Keep it real.
I mean, if that's what got me fired the first time from the first radio company.
What, you got fired?
Yeah, I know. It's just shocking,
Hard to
right?
believe.
Because we weren't talking. Okay, did we make a couple of jokes? Did we play dude looks like a lady? Yes, we did. Yes, we did.
Were you late on the day that you got fired?
Oh my God. No.
Oh, okay.
I
Just
wasn't-
checking.
No, I was never late. I was never late.
You were never late to
But I'm
that
just saying,
job.
we were talking about medical policy in the city. It had nothing to do with the LGBTQ in general. It had to do with medical insurance policies. But no one hears that. They only hear what they want to hear. And then you keep spinning the same lie over and over and
Yeah.
over, and people begin to believe the lie.
Yeah, that's their
Oh,
speak.
Kimberly hates gay people. Not true. Not true. Don't hate gay people. Don't hate trans people. Love everyone. But you know what? If you're a business, you can't offer one set of services to one group and not offer them to the other. And that's what that whole conversation was about the day we got fired from mornings going back to 2014. That's what that was about. So people can take things and they can spin it, but we know it's a lie. And that's all I have to say about that.
All right.
That's all I have to say.
All right. God bless. Be kind to others. Is the rant over?
Is the rant over? I don't know. How long's the rant been going on?
I don't know.
No, not that long, right?
Yeah. When did we start this show? 5 minutes ago?
I don't even know where to go now.
What else you got?
Those were the only two things we have from Cuba, right? Austin.
Yeah, we
Yes,
wish the
yes.
Cuba people all the best of luck.
We wish them the best of luck.
Yeah.
Is anything going to change? It's
Probably not.
going to take years
Yeah.
of work for anything to change.
You got to
in
get you
Cuba.
got to get it started.
You do, and they've taken the right step, right? Everyone wants to be free and just have a better life for those coming next in line in their family, right?
Yeah.
I want better for my kid, right? You
Mm-hmm.
want better for your kids. When my daughter has my grandchildren, I want them to be better off than I was, and better off than my daughter was. I mean, that's the goal, is just
Mhm.
for everyone to have a better life than the ones that came before them. And if that's not your goal, then I don't know what's wrong with you.
Yeah, that's every parent.
I don't know what's wrong with you. If you're the Bernie Sanders and the AOCs and the Harry Bronsons of the world, and you don't want anyone to to be able to excel and
Aspiration.
and get ahead, then there's something seriously wrong with anyone ever tries to hold you back. You need to take a serious look at that person trying to hold you back and wonder, what's their agenda? What's their motive? And how do I get out of this, whatever relationship it is, right? If it's a work relationship, if it's a love relationship, if it's a mother-father relationship, if someone doesn't want you to do well and doesn't want to you to be able to grow and attain a better life, something's wrong. So you got to look at these people that are in charge, these Democrats, the Bernie Sanders, the AOCs, the people in government in Cuba and Venezuela and our president of the United States, and wonder, why don't they want anyone to excel and do better? Why do they want to hold them down and keep them on social welfare? Why? Because that way they can control you.
Right.
Right? Right? People
Sure.
are easily controlled. That's all I'm saying.
All right. 5 minutes from Dr. Kimberlina.
How was your weekend?
My weekend was great.
Yeah?
We actually got out Saturday and saw a band.
You saw a band?
Went to Pelicans there.
What?
Saturday night.
Wow.
Yeah, there was an 80s tribute band. It was
Social
good.
Tom.
Yeah. They had a good time.
Yeah.
Couple of brewskis. And
Who was the band? Do you know? Was it?
I don't remember the name. There was an 80s copy band.
Oh, yeah.
And they were good.
Yeah.
It's just nice to hear music. There's too many fucking people, though.
Yeah.
I mean, can we go back to COVID?
They're excited to get out.
Yeah, I know.
Right? They're like, band. Whoop. They're like a dog. Whoop.
Yeah.
And they're going.
Yeah.
It's like, treat. Woo. They're all excited about it.
Yeah.
I get excited for treats too. It's a band playing. You want to go. Trying to think what I don't even know. Oh, I had a graduation party. It's that time of year.
Graduation
party.
What's the current rate for graduation parties? Is it about $100, $200? What are you giving at a normal
I don't know.
graduation
Now I feel
party?
bad.
You gave him $50?
I gave him $50. Is that bad?
Yeah, that's way low.
Listen.
I mean, my Uncle Bill gave me $20 40 years ago.
The economics of the Ray household has changed a bit. Okay.
All right.
The economics of the Ray household is not what it once was, but we're making do.
Yeah, I think you're a minimum $100 now.
Oh boy, I feel bad. Now it's a relative too. Now what do I do?
Yeah, you're screwed.
Did I do wrong? I didn't give enough.
What did you get? What kind of party was it? Just hot dogs, hamburgers?
No, they had like brisket and pulled pork.
Yeah.
I know.
You better mail them a
Yeah,
check.
shit. My sister-in-law is going to be so pissed. Damn it. Ron Raspberry says, I love and appreciate my wife even more after this rant. Oh, Ron.
Yes.
Please pray for my husband, Rich. He gets it.
Every day, Ron. Every day.
He
Every
gets
day.
it every day. And I don't mean what you think that I mean, but no. My, there are just certain things that just set me off, and
Shocker.
maybe I'm a girl that hates to be controlled. And I've always had that thing where I hated to be, controlled. I don't want anybody controlling me.
Mm-hmm.
I grew up in a family with just besides my mother, and she's like a type A personality with a Marine for a father and two older brothers who were 13 and 10 years older than me. So, I was the baby and the only girl. Who do you think they all tried to control?
Spoiled rotten.
It was really, but I have a thing where people try to control others, and the majority of others don't have the ability to stand up and say, back off, Jack. You're not controlling this. I control this.
It's okay to be a princess, Kimberlina. It's okay.
So, Ron, you should appreciate your wife if she can stand up to bullshit and say, I'm not having the bullshit. That's all.
Right.
But I'm really not crazy, Kimberly. I'm really kind of copacetic, Kimberly, the majority of the time.
I just don't like traffic jams.
I
Kimberly.
don't like traffic jams, and I hate stupid people that can't put their freaking phone down, and I hate people trying to control others. And
you want some waffle fries.
Bravo for the Cubans, and Harry Bronson can suck it.
There you go.
Again, not another gay slur. I'm just saying.
I didn't know he was.
He is.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So I watched a couple of movies over the weekend.
All right.
And we sucked it up and paid for whatever the Paramount network is that you have to download the app and blah, blah, blah.
Well, your TV bill's got to be like $400 a month.
You know what?
The poor graduate from high school can't get more than $50.
I know.
But you give $400 a month to
No.
your TV company.
$90 a year to Paramount, right? Paramount
Right.
Plus, I think.
Priorities, I see.
Right. So we could watch Infinite with Mark Wahlberg.
Infinite?
Yeah. It's about these warriors who are reincarnated. It's about the people that are reincarnated from going way back hundreds and thousands of years, die and then reincarnate into the same kind of warrior they were before.
That sounds good. I'm going to write that down.
It actually is pretty good in theory.
How do you spell infinite? Okay, I think I got it. I don't know.
can't
I got
help
like
you.
300 SAT in English. It is what it is.
Finite.
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 All right.
Right? Just you got to.
Yeah, that narrowed it down.
Okay. You talk. The 10-year-old last week could probably spell better than you. During the spelling bee.
Yeah, no, I got no chance.
So it's called Infinite with Mark Wahlberg, and he is a reincarnated warrior, and he's been fighting the other same warrior for the. I like Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah, he's great.
Even though he can't act his way out of a paper bag.
Oh, I think he's great.
My mom, what's that movie he's in? Is it called The Sniper?
Dirk Diggler?
Oh, well, who doesn't love Dirk Diggler? You have to love that
Sniper,
movie.
yes.
Sniper. My mom will sit and watch Sniper.
They have a
every time
TV
it's on.
show, Sniper. It's like 3 seasons on like Netflix.
Yeah, so she likes that.
Yeah, that
but
was good too. With what's his name? Chris Pratt.
I think Chris Pratt.
Yeah, he was in that.
Is
That's
he in
good.
that?
I
Yeah.
think so.
So I watched Infinite with Mark Wahlberg, which I highly recommend. But enough with the. Here's what okay, so this must be an old person complaint, because during the whole movie, except for the car scenes and the fight scenes, they're like super loud, right? But when they're talking,
Oh, I hate that.
fucking whispering.
Right.
Stop whispering and start talking like normal people. Why do they have to whisper? And then the fight scenes are loud.
Right.
I'm like, okay,
So you
driving.
have the TV on 100, and then
all of a sudden,
then the dogs start freaking out because the bombs start going off.
Right, the bombs, and that's like super loud, but you
Mhm.
can't hear them. That is an old person complaint. Probably my first ever old person complaint. But I noticed that yesterday. I'm like, honey, can you hear them? Because I can't hear them. And Rich was like, I can hear him fine. You've got it up to 41. I've got it up to
Right.
41. I feel like my mother who watches Wheel of Fortune at like, level 50 because she
Mhm.
can't.
We all die.
She thinks she can hear. My mother thinks she can hear,
Sure.
but she cannot hear. So I also watched that I, Tonya movie. Speaking of
Tanya.
I, Tonya, the Olympics.
Tanya. Oh,
The name of the show is called
Nancy Kerrigan.
Dems.
Tanya.
Yeah, Nancy Kerrigan, Tanya Harding, I,
Mhm.
Tonya. I think it was the 94 Lillehammer games, I think,
I
is
don't
where
know.
Nancy Kerrigan got whacked in the knee.
I don't have enough brain power
By
to
those-
remember those things.
2 idiots. I think one was her bodyguard and one was her husband, Galooly, right? Jeff Galooly.
Jeff Galooly. Yeah, very
So
good.
Dems the Rules, the name of today's show, before I came in here and sat down and completely just wiped that right off the map. But Dems the Rules. So I'm watching, Tanya Harding, and nothing but pure talent there. Was she white trash? Yeah. She came
Yeah.
from nothing, right?
She was a jumper.
But I was just talking to my husband. I'm like, this should have been the American story. This is, rags to riches.
Yeah.
This is what every great Olympic story should be. And instead of like embracing her, the Olympic committee back then, she was an embarrassment because of her background, right? Mom that had had a couple of different husbands, was a drunk, only a waitress. She had to sew her own uniforms. She was abused by her mother. She was abused by everyone in her life. Tanya
She
Harding.
was not born with a silver spoon.
She was not. But instead of embracing that and looking the Olympic committee and going, oh my God, look at her. I mean, she came from nothing. She had everything going against her, including her mother telling her that every dime was taken away from the family to spend on her ice skating, right? I mean, her mother paid for the ice skating lessons, but let her know it every second of her life, 24/7. Tanya Harding's mom let her
Right.
know that, every dime was spent on
Who
her.
was your favorite all-time ice skater, female and male?
Oh my goodness. The short-haired
Not the Dorothy Hamill.
did Dorothy
Come
Hamill. She
on.
did the short and sassy. Okay, ladies of a certain age will understand this. The short and sassy
Right.
shampoo. I had the short and sassy haircut, right? I was in 5th or 6th grade at the time when Dorothy Hamill went to the Olympics.
Christy Yamaguchi was the correct answer. She was great. Loved her.
I did. Dorothy Hamill did the Hamill Camel.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh.
So I would say probably Tanya Harding with the athleticism would have been not the most graceful, right? But clearly the most athletic and the best.
Was it Scott Hamilton? Remember, was he the was he the news guy? I don't know.
Wait,
he did the backflip. He was like the first one to do the backflip.
So I'm watching this and I'm
thinking,
Olympic
skating.
And she was getting pissed. Why am I not getting the marks that everyone else? Okay, she's skating to rock and roll music.
Mm-hmm.
She's got purple fingernail polish on. She's got black eyes. For if her mother's not hitting her, her boyfriend's hitting her. I mean, it's just a horrible scenario. But instead of taking her and kind of embracing that, and she was an embarrassment. They didn't want to admit that they had someone like this skating. And then you look at Sha'Carri Richardson.
Yes.
Who has been eliminated from running in the U.S. track and field events at the U.S. Olympics in Tokyo.
Mm-hmm. I think I know where you're going with this by the title of our show.
Dems the rules.
But I mean, it's sad. I mean, really, I watched. Sad. I know, but I watched some of the qualifying races, and the girls fast. Yeah, I mean,
but she knew the risk.
Yeah.
In fact, she said she knew the risk. That after she qualified,
did she get tested?
After she qualified, after she tested positive, so she'd already been to the Olympic trials, and then they tested her. And she had smoked dope in between that time because her biological mother, whom did not raise her, had passed away. Right? I understand. Okay. So it wasn't a good home life, and your grandparents raised you. And so your biological mother dies. You have everything going for you.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes you just can't get out of your own way. So you smoke weed knowing that it's an illegal substance. And if they test you for it and you test positive, you're out. Everything you've worked for and your grandmother has helped you work for, shot to hell, because you couldn't hold off on the weed for a skinny second, because you had to smoke weed for a skinny second.
Dems the rules.
So Sha'Carri Richardson, because
so what are they going to do? AOC is going to change this and get her in the Olympics now?
There's a reason that the world doping agency of the U.S. Olympics has the rules that they have, right? There are rules for a reason.
The ironic part is the United States was one of the big players in getting marijuana on that list. I assume this is marijuana we're talking about.
We're talking about marijuana, yeah.
Right. She wasn't smoking crack or anything.
No, she was smoking weed.
Okay.
So is she the fastest in the world? Yes.
Oh, she's great.
Is she
Love
stupid?
The nails of the track. The track girls love
not
the nails.
Not smart. And listen, I don't care whether you smoke weed all day long. That's what you want to do. That's what you want to do.
Do the longer nails? Do they reach out for the finish line?
I don't understand the longer nails either.
Do they get that extra?
That's
their nails are like 2-3 inches long.
How they live, I have no idea. I wouldn't be able to pick up a utensil with nails like that, but I have to have them really, really short. Someone saying if you can win a race that high, she deserves 2 medals. Yeah, but Elaine, she'd only smoked after
she wasn't on any type of substance when she won the race.
When she won the race,
Correct.
She was clean. But after she qualified for the Olympic trials, that's when she started to smoke up, right? And she knew it, and she admitted it, and she took the risk, and they ended up testing her, and she tested positive. So my question is, and we know people like this, right? They have everything going for them, and they do something crazy just because they can't get out of their own way.
They are afraid to succeed.
Right. So they do everything they can to self-sabotage.
Yep.
And we know people
like
this.
And the main reason for that is they can't deal with failure. In other words,
so it's easier just to fuck up than fail.
Right. Because if she had lost in the Olympics, she was probably the favorite. I mean, but if she had lost in the Olympics, that would have been probably worse to her than not being there.
Simone Biles has her same backstory.
Oh, yeah. She's fantastic.
Simone Biles was raised by her grandparents. because I don't know what kind of parents she comes from. I don't even know if they're in the picture. I don't know what kind of druggies or crackheads or, what they, I mean, I don't know. Are they in prison? I don't know. But they basically come from the same backstory. You don't see Simone Biles out smoking weed after she makes, goes to the Olympic
that we know of.
Trials.
She moves the needle, Simone Biles. She moves
I think
the television needle.
I think this girl could have moved the needle as well. Sha'Carri Richardson. There was nothing about her I didn't love.
Very flamboyant.
She, fast. And who was the girl back in the day that had the long nails that was a fast runner?
Joyner Kersey or something?
Is that her?
No. Flojo. Florence Griffith.
How do you know these things? Flojo. She had the long nails too. Is it a requirement?
I love the Olympics. Who doesn't love the Olympics?
Is it a requirement that in order to run on the track and field for the U.S. Olympic team, you have to have some kind of whacked out nails? I'm asking the question for a friend.
I love it.
Because,
makes them stand out.
Right. Elaine says, I just love that you can say fun. I know. I can say anything I want to on this podcast.
I'm not allowed.
Can.
My mom may be watching.
Is your mom watching?
I don't think she does at this point.
No. She doesn't watch anymore. But, that's why I said Dems rules. You can't change a rule because one fast girl was stupid enough to smoke weed, knowing full well that she could be tested before she went to Tokyo.
Unfortunately.
I mean, can we all get a grip? Oh, we should change the rule. Oh, it's weed. Okay. What if it was a steroid? Would we be saying the same thing if it was, a steroid? If it was something they injected that horse, with that, what's his face had in the Kentucky Derby? Would we?
Right.
What's the difference? It's a drug. A drug's a drug. And it's on the
banned list.
And it's on the banned list by the World Doping Agency of the Olympics. End of story. Right?
Right.
And Dems the rules, Austin.
It sucks, but hey, she should have known better.
That's what I think.
And the worst part is she did know better.
She did.
Yeah.
And she did it anyway.
She did it anyway.
I mean, that's
why I'm going with self-sabotage.
Right. It's easier to fuck up than it is to fail. So I'm just going to say, oh, well, I fucked up and they didn't let me race.
When you're that type of athlete.
I probably would have won. Well, we don't know. But now all the endorsements have gone out, right?
Right. When you're that type of athlete, the fear of failure is the greatest thing in your life.
I think the fear of failure is the greatest thing in anyone's life, right?
I think most people are, give it the old college try. Whatever happens, happens. But there's a certain amount of people that if they lose, it's devastating to them.
Yeah.
They just can't deal with it mentally.
Right.
Because they're the best. They've told themselves that they're the best.
Well, we can all tell. I know. And that's a whole psychology.
And it's not a team sport either. I mean.
You are.
Right.
You're on your own. With the exception of where they hand the baton away.
Yeah, that's a team.
I would be afraid I'd drop that damn baton. I mean, I'm the girl that's dropping the baton.
Butterfingers.
You know what I mean?
you had buttered popcorn before the race.
Right, exactly. Yeah, don't do that. God, I love me some buttered popcorn. I had some yesterday and I threw milk duds at them.
Really?
Because again, I'm the fat girl always trying to get skinny. And I also watched another show that's on Amazon Prime called The Horseman. And it's got, oh my goodness.
I've heard of this.
I can't think of the guy. He was once married to Meg Ryan. He's in The Horseman.
Mel Gibson?
No, not Mel Gibson was never married to Meg Ryan. Can you look that up, Austin? Who was in the Horseman? You know who I'm talking about. And he was married to Meg Ryan. They had a kid.
Oh, yes.
They had a kid named Jack.
He was the coach for the Miracle, the Olympic team. What's his name? Wasn't he in the movie Miracle?
Dennis Quaid.
Oh, Dennis
Quaid. Yes.
Who am I thinking of?
Is in this movie called The Horseman.
Dennis Quaid. He's great.
And it's really it's kind of a take on a serial killer.
Kurt Russell, I was thinking
is
of.
Portraying himself as the four horsemen of the apocalypse.
You sure it's not Kurt
Dennis
Russell?
Quaid. Thank you. It is not Kurt Russell. But
aren't they the same guy?
I love The Horseman on Amazon Prime. So if you get a chance to watch it,
I'll write that one down.
I would rewatch it. Okay. You want to know why inner cities are losing all of their places to shop?
Yeah.
I mean, Danny Wegman knew something, or who would it be? It would be Old Man Wegman, right? Robert. That's inappropriate, isn't it? It's calling someone
I don't know.
old man Wegman. I remember my mom and dad
Bob
talking about the old man Wells down the street.
Whoop.
No, it's like, so old man Wegman, I think, had something when he decided he was going to, pull out all the Wegmans from the inner cities. He was being, they were stealing him blind, right?
Yeah, he took a lot of crap for that. I remember that.
But there's a reason why he pulled his stores out of the inner city.
Yeah, they didn't make as much money.
Didn't make as much money because things were walking out the door right and left. This is a video not from.
Oh, I saw this one.
Not from the Hudson Avenue Walmart. This is a video that is from an East Syracuse Walmart location. And you want to see what officers go through every day? This woman tries to bite the officer. Wait for it at the very end, and then watch what happens to her. It is 100% deserved what happens to her. Watch this video. Baby's crying. People acting ridiculous. Screaming. Poor babies. This is a very dangerous situation. Complete chaos, right? Now it's about to end. Watch what happens when he gets her up. They're trying to get things calmed down, right? Again, this is at a Walmart in East Syracuse. I don't know what they were fighting over. Doesn't really matter. It's right. It's neither here nor there.
They're on their way to a graduation party.
Are they? Okay, so now watch what she does. Watch what she does. Fighting him. Boom. 100% deserved. That is what officers have to deal with. She bit him, and then she got punched.
Right. Well, based on what Chad has said on previous episodes, what's the least form of resistance there? If he had tased her, and she died from being tased,
right?
Or, God forbid he shot her, right? So what is the least form to control that situation? They were trying to control it.
That is why stores are leaving in droves from the city.
Right.
That is why.
Yeah, sure.
Who behaves like that in a Walmart? Who behaves like that? And what did it start over? Someone saw someone else's baby daddy's newest girlfriend, and she took the last roll of Bounty, paper towels. I don't even know.
Who knows?
But how does that start in a Walmart and escalate
that got
to
out of
what
hand.
we just watched?
That got out of hand hurt in a quick.
Didn't it?
Yeah.
Walmart just seems to bring out the worst. I don't even know it's the stores, but we had mentioned it before. The Target and CVS's that are pulling out
San Francisco,
the majority of their stores in San Francisco because their security people can't stop the amount of product that is coming off the store, right?
Mm-hmm.
They can't. So there you go. There is where we are.
Yeah.
You have this kind of scenario going on in stores, and then we wonder, why are there not stores to serve the people who live in the city? This is why. That kind of behavior. There you go.
Right.
Right there. Can we show that video again one more time as if we didn't get enough of it? I just want to, have you ever acted like that? Look at her kicking shit.
And what do politicians blame? Racism.
How is that anyone's fault but the people that are doing whatever they're doing? You can't blame systemic racism or white power or any of that nonsense.
That's just a lack of respect for for everything.
Who kicks you? And they're still kicking
It's a lack of
things.
respect for that officer. It's a lack of respect for Walmart. It's a lack of respect for her parents. It's a lack of respect for every person in her life that she's got to act like that for what?
It's the craziest thing. And there's the store manager is trying to get everyone out of the store,
She'll
right?
get paid, right? She'll
Oh,
get paid.
she's going to get paid.
Right. Maybe she did it on purpose to get paid.
Me personally, I'm sitting on anything and I'm looking at someone waiting to get paid because she tried to bite an officer and got punched in the face. I'm like, I would have punched you too, lady.
Is that a taser that he's carrying?
He has a taser on
He
one
didn't
side.
tase anybody, right?
He has a taser on one side and his gun on the other.
But, and I mean, he could have tased her.
He could have.
And then what if she had a heart attack and died from being tased?
Then horrible officer, right?
Right.
Horrible on the officer.
What was the least resistant amount of force?
You know what? You know what? The headline would have been: "White officer kills black woman in Walmart." That would have been the headline.
That's a nice pommel
Instead
horse
of
move
boom.
there, though. Did you see the pommel
Yeah.
horse move? She did the
She
scissors.
turns around, boom, bites him,
Ooh,
punch in the face. Have you ever punched anyone in the face?
no,
Ever?
no,
Another guy, even?
no. I'm a lover. I'm not a fighter.
Never punched anyone else.
No,
I have to say, I have punched someone in the face before.
shocker.
I know it is a shock.
It's a shocker.
I'm not proud of it, but they
You
deserved
seem-
it 100%.
You seem a little proud.
No. I'm just saying sometimes.
Male or female?
But here's
Chick fight?
yes, both. I
Hair
have
pull?
I have punched a guy in the face and I have punched a woman in the face. Not recently. Not within the last 30, 40 years. I can say safely.
Yeah, Kimberly, I've been meaning to talk to you. Please stop punching me in the face.
But I will say my dad always said, and my dad was a Marine, combat vet,
Keep your dukes up.
right?
Mhm.
My dad was a lefty. He actually boxed while he was in the Marines for entertainment at some of the Marine bases that he was located in. My dad was in Korea, combat vet, lost his brother. And my dad always said, there are some people that are only going to understand one thing, and that's a left to the old snot locker. He didn't say nose. My dad said, people will only understand one thing, and that's just a punch in the face.
That's
And
why I
then-
don't start anything.
And then sometimes they might not even understand after that.
Not that my nose couldn't use to get punched in the face. It's not.
Do you love Conor McGregor?
I know who he is, and
I
I've
kind of
seen.
think he's hot.
I've seen a few of his fights.
He's a little too angry for me. I mean, I don't like my men that angry.
Do you like the Irish accent,
Well, I'm whatever I am.
or is
going,
it the tattoos and the muscles that get you?
He's just kind of dirty looking, which kind of attracts me in some weird way.
Dirty looking.
It's just kind of. Yes, the real Kimberly has come out today. I like guys who are kind of dirty looking, but I'm not going to really hook up with them and marry them. But I like them when they look kind of dangerous and dirty, but it's nothing more than just,
Okay.
that would be a one hit and then out, right?
All right.
What do you say? Hit it and quit it? Yeah.
Don't ask me.
Because also Tom has never done that.
I'm the clean kid that went to church.
See, I will just say you're the type that's a serial killer. Down,
Right.
You have
Deep
that
down inside.
deep down inside. You've got that fire that you just can't get out.
Mhm.
But you do it at night and you go out and you kill random people and hang them up and whatever, leave weird
Okay.
notes, and that's how you get. I mean,
Sure.
look at Ted Bundy. You kind of have Ted Bundy good looks. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. I
That's-
thought it was Kevin Costner. Now I'm down to Ted Bundy.
I am violence averse, but when I was jumped by those guys at the Webster CRT activist meeting over the weekend, I seriously realized the necessity of the language of violence to fight. I don't know who you are, but I will punch someone for you. I am not afraid. But I don't go looking for it. And I certainly didn't go looking for it at the time. But I think sometimes some people only understand a punch in the face. And at that time, that got her to stop, didn't it? She didn't get shot and she didn't get tased.
It got the video to stop. We don't know what happened afterwards.
She was laying on the ground.
Well,
She had
yeah.
stopped trying to bite him and stopped trying to kick him and stopped trying to flail her body about like some kind of, someone that's having an epileptic fit.
Yeah, unfortunately,
You look at that and you think, lady's having an epileptic fit.
unfortunately,
Something
she didn't
medically
give
wrong with her.
she didn't give him much of an option. Unfortunately,
The officer had no option. Do you know what my kid had to do this weekend? Oh, I want to show. Did I send you that video of that guy dancing around at the MS? Okay, I'm going to show that too. There's a lady that raises money for MS, and she had a little party. I don't know when the party was. Her name's Lori.
All right.
But anyway, so my daughter calls. It's Saturday night.
Did you give them more than $50?
Who? I didn't go. I wasn't invited. I don't know this lady. I don't know this lady, but I appreciate the video. But no, so my daughter calls and she goes, Mom, I had to shoot a deer.
Oh,
I know. And I said, you killed Bambi. Make her feel bad. My daughter, the police officer who saves frogs out of the skimmer in the pool.
right.
Someone on Saturday night, and I don't know where it was, had hit a deer and the deer wasn't dead. And of course, my daughter got the call and had to put the deer down. And it was
Traumatic.
It was hard for
Yeah,
her. I mean,
sure.
I couldn't have done it. I mean,
I couldn't have done it.
You don't know what an officer and they do it willingly. Yeah, they took the job. Yeah, they signed up. Yeah, they went through the academy. Yes, they did all these things, but they did it to help, right? They didn't do it to put up with this shit nonsense from Walmart, right? It's nonsense. It's bullshit.
It's all lack of respect.
People act horribly. Toddlers act better than that. And I pray to God every day for every police officer out there that they don't have to endure shit like this. Pisses me off to no end. It really does.
Mhm.
Cuss words are my favorite thing today. I'll just
Turn
say
in your badge, bro.
Right?
Turn in your badge.
So there's that. There was something. So someone sent me this video and said, hey, Kimberly, there was a big party. This lady does it every year. And she raises money for MS, which is kind of close to my heart
Sure.
because my beautiful best friend, Lisa, hot ass Lisa in Kansas City, has MS horribly. And she has gone through every range of treatment and shots. And anyone that you know that's on MS, you know that the treatments are crazy expensive.
Yeah.
They are so expensive. And so this lady does a benefit for the MS Society. I think it's the MS Society. Is that what the tweet said, Austin? I forget now. I have to go back and look at it. But yeah, right. It's for I can't see. So it's a Speedo competition of whatever party that they're doing. And she goes on. Her name is Lori Lapp Peters. I don't know if any of you know Lori, but this video was sent to me because someone thought the officer in the picture was my daughter, and it was not. My daughter is shorter, and she has a long brown braid. But Austin, can you run that video? There goes the officer walking away. Neighbors had called because they believed in the middle of the afternoon that party was too loud. So Lori Lapp Peters was having this party. So she said, so funny story, during the Speedo competition, each guy came out to a song of their choice and some really went all out to win a trophy. John went with the cop theme and chose the theme from Cops. Bad boys, right? Obviously.
Mhm.
What you gonna do? Had a DJ there spinning the tunes, and it just so happens someone in the neighborhood where Lori lived called Greece Police Department, because it was loud. God forbid that there's a loud party in the middle of the afternoon, right? Is it going to interfere with your nap? Was it going to interfere with someone's nap at 2:00 in the afternoon? Anyway, but the Greece Police Department shows up just as John, you see John there doing his thing while the song was playing. She talks to someone, she turns around, she goes, okay, this isn't anything of my concern right here.
Right.
And my hat's off to that Greece police officer and to Lori and all the people that were there at this function raising money for MS. God bless you guys. It looked like a fun party. And I don't know where in Greece this party was taking place. Can you play that video again? But I want to be invited.
Give to your charities.
I want to be invited. He's got a police.
I think alcohol was involved.
I'm sure. But it looks like a fun time, right? Now I can understand if that's going on at midnight. That's ridiculous.
Absolutely.
But you can see the time of day, right? It's during the day. It's not at night. Crazy. Pick and choose your battles.
Are we done?
Because Dems the rules. All right. We want you to support our advertisers because they support us. We wouldn't be able to say any of the crap we say here today without Fantuzzo's Acupuncture, without Precision Lawn and Garden,
Crap.
without Taylor 500 Help, and Express Dealers. We wouldn't be able to do business without them. If you know a business that you think would be good for the We the People Podcast Network, we are all about sitting down and having the conversation with potential advertisers. It has to make sense for us. We just don't want to pick anyone. It has to make sense for the We the People.
Anyone.
With the We the People Podcast Network. So I know. But all I'm saying is it has to make sense for who we are and what our message is. And by the way, our message runs the gamut.
Yep.
Who all do we have on the We the People Podcast Network now?
Well, coming up today at 4:00 is Politically Correcting with Jose Pio.
Oh boy, we're almost up against his time.
And his special guest today is Alex White.
Nice.
And then at 6:00 is a brand new show called Marcus Made in America.
Nice.
Hosted by Marcus C. Williams, who is running for City Council.
I
in the
love
city
that.
Of Rochester.
I love that. So that's today.
That's today coming up.
So I'm telling you, we're adding every single week.
Yeah. Make sure you follow the network, the We the People Podcast Network. Hey, and also, download Kimberly's Revolution or any of our shows on Apple Podcast or
YouTube
or whatever.
Give us a like.
Social media source you use for your podcasting. You can download all the episodes and binge watch them
for free. You can download. You want to do that and share them with your friends. But if you know any advertisers, if you're an advertiser yourself and you'd like to advertise on the We the People Podcast Network, maybe we should hire someone to go out and sell the We the People Podcast Network. I mean, I'm just going through things, and it was probably like a brainstorming meeting that we should have not on the podcast. But I say just get it all out. Just throw up all over everything today.
I'm the one that keeps saying we need to get a meeting together, and nobody responds.
I respond.
No, you didn't.
I do.
Okay.
I do respond.
Thanks, Fitzy. We love you at Rockbox.
That's right. Rockbox Productions, of course, is I missed that at the very beginning, but
and Brother Austin.
And yep, Rockbox Productions, of course, if you or your family members or you have friends or a company that wants to get together and do some kind of a podcast for marketing or whatever, Fitz is the guy to help you. Rockbox Productions is located in Bushnell's Basin. It is rockvox.com. I believe. Is that right, Austin?
And
yeah, I think so.
Austin has a new show on Wednesday nights. Producer Austin,
he
6:00. It's called Pop Culture Partisans.
We get to see his beautiful face.
It's about you can see his face.
He is playing to my love of alliteration.
This is what we normally see.
That's what we normally see. There's Austin. That's what we see.
So Austin's very witty, and his cousin Dan, and they talk about movies and video games and how it relates to politics.
Pop Culture
Partisans.
Yes. Tune in for your weekly dose of PCP.
And they get a PC. Oh my God, you're witty. Oh, I get what you did there.
I don't
like it. And I like it. All right. That is going to do it for a Monday.
Smoking hot today.
I'm sorry for all you
running
faint
in,
of heart.
smoking hot.
All right.
God bless. Be kind to others.
All right.
Rejuvenate, restore, refresh, and heal. At Fantuzzo Acupuncture, we seek to help achieve effective health and wellness in an elegant spa-like atmosphere. Fantuzzo Acupuncture specializes in traditional acupuncture, cosmetic anti-aging acupuncture, acupressure, cupping, CBD topical creams, and more. Approach healthcare holistically. Visit FantuzzoAcupuncture.com to book online today. FantuzzoAcupuncture.com.
From attic to basement, we're here for you. It's quality service in all we do. Call Taylor 500 help.